Welcome to our guide on the fascinating world of hamsters. It is I, Peace, and I invite you to join me on a gentle exploration, a journey into the miniature realms where these remarkable rodents lead their intricate lives. In the quiet corners of our world, often within the warmth of human homes, these small beings offer a window into nature's endless creativity. Their unassuming presence can bring a surprising measure of calm and wonder, a reminder that even the smallest of creatures possess a unique dignity and a life rich with purpose. Today we shall delve into their varied forms and habits, seeking to understand them better. Today we'll explore the different types of these adorable creatures, from the statuesque Syrian to the dynamic Roborovski. Each variety presents a unique tapestry of behaviors, adaptations, and charms. These are not mere playthings, but complex individuals with specific needs and fascinating instincts honed over generations. To observe them is to witness nature's ingenuity on a delicate scale. The meticulous grooming, the industrious foraging, the surprising bursts of energy. By appreciating their diversity, we open our hearts to a broader understanding of the animal kingdom and the quiet joy these animals can bring into our lives. Our journey today aims to illuminate the subtle differences and shared characteristics that define these enchanting animals. We hope that by fostering a deeper connection and understanding, we can encourage a more harmonious coexistence where the needs of these tiny companions are met with respect and informed care. For in appreciating the small, we often find the greatest lessons in gentleness and the simple contentment that life in all its forms can offer. Let us now embark on this discovery into the captivating world of hamsters. Our first subject is perhaps the most widely recognized of its kind, the Syrian hamster, often referred to as the golden hamster or teddy bear hamster. Originating from the arid regions of Syria and Turkey, these creatures are by nature solitary sovereigns, preferring to reign alone in their carefully constructed territories. In the wild, their ancestors would roam considerable distances under the cloak of darkness, a testament to their inherent need for space and exploration, a need that persists even in captivity. Observe its impressive stature, for among the commonly kept hamster species, the Syrian is a veritable giant, often reaching lengths of 6 to 7 inches. This larger frame allows for powerful digging and the manipulation of objects within its environment. Their coats, historically golden, now present a splendid array of colors and patterns, from deep sable to creamy white, with fur textures ranging from sleek and short to long and flowing, each a variation on a theme of robust health and vitality. The Syrian hamster's most defining behavioral trait is its profound solitude. Unlike some of their smaller cousins, these are not creatures that seek companionship from their own kind beyond the brief encounters necessary for mating. Indeed, housing Syrian hamsters together past a very young age invariably leads to conflict, a stark reminder that their instinct for solitary living is deeply ingrained, a fundamental aspect of their being that commands our respect. Their nocturnal habits mean that as dusk settles, the Syrian hamster awakens, ready to embark on its nightly activities. This is when their true character unfolds, the diligent exploration of their domain, the meticulous gathering and hoarding of food in their remarkable cheek pouches, elastic sacs that can extend dramatically, allowing them to transport impressive quantities of provisions back to their chosen larder. This behavior is a marvel of natural engineering, a crucial survival strategy. Consider the environment required to allow such a creature to thrive. A spacious enclosure is paramount, one that allows for deep burrowing, as these animals are natural excavators, creating intricate tunnel systems in the wild. Providing ample, safe bedding material is not merely a comfort but a necessity, allowing them to express this fundamental behavior, crafting nests and hidden pathways that offer security and enrichment. The wheel, a common fixture in a hamster's habitat, takes on particular importance for the Syrian. Given their natural inclination to travel significant distances, a large, solid surface wheel is essential for them to expend their considerable energy. Watching a Syrian run with purpose on its wheel is to witness a creature fulfilling an innate drive, maintaining not only its physical health but also its psychological well-being, a small echo of ancestral journeys across desert landscapes. Interaction with humans requires patience and a gentle approach. While they can become quite tame and form bonds with their caretakers, their solitary nature means they must choose to engage. Understanding their body language, the curious twitch of whiskers, the alert posture, or the defensive stance is key to building a relationship based on trust rather than imposition, a quiet dialogue between species. The diet of a Syrian hamster should be varied and balanced, mimicking the seeds, grains, insects, and plant matter they might find in their native habitat. The act of foraging, even within a captive setting, provides mental stimulation. Scattering food rather than simply placing it in a bowl encourages this natural behavior, turning mealtime into an engaging activity, a small puzzle to be solved. In their quiet independence, Syrian hamsters teach us about self-reliance and the importance of respecting individual boundaries. Their focused industry, their meticulous care for their personal space, and their ability to find contentment in their own company offer a subtle reflection on the virtues of autonomy. They are a reminder that not all life thrives on constant social interaction. For some, peace is found in solitude. The legacy of the Syrian hamster, from its discovery in the Syrian desert to its place in homes worldwide, is a story of adaptation and resilience. By understanding and catering to their inherent solitary nature and their need for a stimulating environment, we provide not just a home, but a kingdom where these small sovereigns can live out their lives with the dignity they deserve, offering quiet companionship in return. We now turn our gaze to a smaller yet no less fascinating member of the hamster family, the dwarf Campbell Russian hamster. Hailing from the steppes and semi-deserts of Central Asia, particularly Russia and northern China, these diminutive creatures present a striking contrast to their Syrian cousins, most notably in their social inclinations. They are by nature more gregarious, often found living in family groups or pairs in the wild. The Campbell dwarf is a compact and robust little animal, typically measuring around 3 to 4 inches in length. Their fur, often a greyish-brown with a darker dorsal stripe running down their back, provides excellent camouflage in their native grasslands. Selective breeding has of course introduced a delightful palette of colours and patterns from argente to black, each adding to their visual appeal but not altering their fundamental nature. Perhaps the most celebrated characteristic of the Campbell Russian hamster is its potential for social living. Unlike the solitary Syrian, Campbells can, under the right circumstances, coexist peacefully with others of their own kind, particularly if introduced at a young age, ideally as littermates. This social dynamic, however, requires careful observation and management, as compatibility is never guaranteed and adequate space is crucial to prevent territorial disputes. Observing a well-bonded pair or group of Campbells is to witness a charming interplay of social behaviors. They may groom each other, sleep huddled together for warmth and security, and engage in playful interactions. This social grooming or allogrooming serves not only to maintain hygiene but also to reinforce social bonds, a gentle ritual that speaks of connection and mutual reliance within their small community. Despite their sociability, each Campbell hamster possesses its own distinct personality. Some may be more bold and inquisitive, while others might display a more reserved or cautious temperament. Recognizing these individual nuances is key to understanding their interactions and ensuring a harmonious environment. Their communication, though subtle to our ears, involves a range of squeaks, chatters, and body language cues. When considering their habitat, it is important to remember their active nature. Though small, they require ample space to explore, burrow, and play. Multiple hiding spots and nesting areas are beneficial, especially when housing more than one, allowing individuals to seek solitude if desired. A solid surface wheel is, as with all hamsters, a vital addition for exercise and energy release. Their diet, much like other hamsters, should consist of a high-quality hamster mix supplemented with small amounts of fresh vegetables and occasional protein sources. Foraging behaviors can be encouraged by scattering food, providing enrichment, and mimicking their natural quest for sustenance. Watching them diligently gather and store food is a delightful spectacle of instinct at work. Campbell hamsters are known for their generally friendly disposition towards humans, though, like all animals, they require gentle handling and time to build trust. Their small size necessitates careful handling to prevent injury. With patience, they can become quite tame, readily accepting food from human hands and even enjoying gentle interaction outside their enclosure. It is important to note that while they can be social, introducing adult Campbells can be challenging and may lead to aggression. The ideal scenario for companionship is to acquire a pair of siblings or a group that has been raised together from a very young age. Even then, vigilance is required to ensure continued peaceful coexistence, as dynamics can shift. In the dwarf Campbell Russian hamster, we see a different facet of hamster life, one where companionship can flourish. Their lively interactions, their communal nesting, and their individual personalities offer a glimpse into a more complex social structure. They teach us about the balance between individual needs and group harmony, a microcosm of community living, reminding us that even in the smallest of creatures, the drive for connection can be a powerful force. Chapter 3. The Chameleon of the North Winter White Russian Dwarf Hamster. Our journey now takes us to encounter another marvel of the miniature world, the winter white Russian dwarf hamster, also known scientifically as Phodopus angorus. Closely related to the Campbell dwarf, these enchanting creatures share a similar geographical origin in the steppes of Siberia and Kazakhstan, but they possess a truly remarkable adaptation that sets them apart: the ability to change their fur color with the seasons. In the warmer months, the winter white typically sports a coat of dark grey or brownish grey, often with a distinct, dark dorsal stripe, much like its Campbell cousin. This coloration provides excellent camouflage amidst the grasses and soil of its summer habitat. Their compact, rounded bodies and short tails are characteristic of dwarf hamsters, perfectly suited for conserving heat in cooler climates and navigating burrows. However, it is the onset of shorter daylight hours and cooler temperatures that triggers their most astonishing transformation. As winter approaches, their fur gradually molts, replacing the darker coat with a predominantly white or significantly paler pelage. This remarkable change serves as camouflage against the snowy landscapes of their native lands, a crucial adaptation for evading predators in a starkly altered environment. This seasonal color change is not merely a passive response, but a complex physiological process regulated by melatonin production, which is influenced by the photoperiod, the length of daylight. In captivity, this change may be less pronounced or even absent if the hamster is kept in conditions with consistent artificial lighting and temperature, a testament to how deeply attuned they are to natural environmental cues. Winter whites are generally known for their docile and gentle temperament, often considered one of the more handleable dwarf hamster species. While individual personalities vary, many become quite tame with regular gentle interaction, making them popular choices for those seeking a smaller companion animal. Their inquisitive nature often leads them to explore their surroundings with a quiet confidence. Like Campbell's, winter whites can sometimes be housed in pairs or small groups, particularly if they are litter mates introduced at a young age. However, careful monitoring is always essential as disputes can arise. Providing a spacious and enriched environment with multiple resources such as food bowls, water sources, and hiding places can help to minimize potential conflicts and promote peaceful coexistence. Their activity levels are typically crepuscular and nocturnal, meaning they are most active during twilight hours and at night. A well-appointed habitat should include a solid surface exercise wheel, opportunities for burrowing, and various toys to stimulate their minds and bodies. They are known to be quite industrious, meticulously arranging their nests and food stores. The diet for a winter white is similar to that of other dwarf hamsters, requiring a balanced mix of seeds, grains, and occasional fresh supplements. Observing their tiny paws manipulate seeds or a small piece of vegetable is a delightful insight into their dexterity and focused attention. Access to fresh, clean water is, of course, paramount for their health and well-being. The subtle beauty of the winter white lies not just in its charming appearance or its remarkable color-changing ability, but also in its quiet resilience. These creatures are adapted to survive in harsh environments, and their gentle nature belies a hardy spirit. They remind us of the incredible adaptability of life and the subtle ways in which organisms synchronize with the rhythms of the natural world. To care for a winter white is to appreciate these nuances, to understand their connection to the changing seasons, even if those changes are only mimicked in their captive environment. They offer a quiet presence, a small, warm life that can bring a sense of peace and wonder, particularly when one witnesses the subtle shift in their coat, a living testament to nature's artistry. Chapter 4. The Desert Sprinter, Roborovsky Dwarf Hamster. We now encounter the smallest and arguably one of the most dynamic of all pet hamsters, the Roborovsky dwarf hamster, or Phodopus roborovsky. Native to the desert regions of Mongolia, northern China and parts of Russia. These tiny creatures are built for speed and endurance, perfectly adapted to the sparse and challenging conditions of their arid homeland. Their diminutive size is truly striking. An adult Roborovsky typically measures a mere 1.5 to 2 inches in length, making them considerably smaller than even other dwarf species. Their characteristic appearance includes a sandy brown coat with a white belly and distinctive white eyebrow markings above their eyes, which some suggest may serve as a form of communication or species recognition in the dim light of dusk and dawn. The most defining trait of the Roborovsky hamster is its incredible speed and activity level. These are not hamsters that typically enjoy being handled. Rather, they are creatures to be observed and admired for their ceaseless motion. Their natural environment demands constant vigilance and the ability to flee quickly from predators, and this instinct remains profoundly strong in captivity. Watching a Roborovsky in a suitable enclosure is like observing a miniature whirlwind. They dart, they dash, they explore every nook and cranny with astonishing agility. A large, solid surface exercise wheel is not just a recommendation but an absolute necessity for these energetic beings, as they can run for miles in a single night, a remarkable feat for an animal so small. Due to their skittish nature and incredible speed, handling Roborovskys can be quite challenging. They are easily startled and can quickly escape an unwary hand. Therefore, they are perhaps best suited for those who appreciate observing animal behavior rather than seeking a tactile pet. Their charm lies in their vivacity and their independent, wild spirit. Despite their tiny size, Roborovskys require a surprisingly spacious enclosure. A large surface area allows them to satisfy their urge to run and explore. Sand baths are particularly enjoyed by this species, mimicking their desert origins and helping to keep their coats clean and healthy. Watching them joyfully wriggle and roll in the sand is a truly endearing sight. Socially, Roborovskys can often be kept in pairs or small groups, especially if they are littermates raised together from a young age. However, as with all social hamster groupings, careful introduction and ongoing monitoring are crucial. Ample resources and hiding places must be provided to prevent stress and potential conflicts. Their interactions can be fascinating to watch, though often too quick for the casual eye to fully decipher. Their diet should consist of a high-quality dwarf hamster mix, rich in small seeds and grains that they can easily manipulate with their tiny paws. Due to their high metabolism, they require constant access to food and fresh water. Scattering their food can provide valuable enrichment, encouraging natural foraging behaviors and keeping their active minds engaged. The Roborovsky hamster, with its boundless energy and elusive nature, offers a different kind of connection, one based on awe for its sheer vitality. They are a testament to nature's ability to craft life perfectly suited to even the most demanding environments. Their presence is a constant reminder of the untamed spark that exists within all living creatures. Caring for Roborovskys is an exercise in respecting their wildness. It involves creating an environment that allows them to express their natural behaviors freely and safely. They may not seek out human affection in the way other hamsters do, but they offer a unique window into the life of a creature that embodies pure, unadulterated energy, a tiny thrumming engine of life in a miniature sandy world. Chapter 5. The Agile Acrobat, the Chinese Hamster. Our final subject in this exploration of hamster diversity is the Chinese hamster, Chrysotulus griseus. Originating from the deserts and grasslands of northern China and Mongolia, this species presents a unique silhouette and a set of characteristics that distinguish it quite clearly from the more commonly known dwarf and Syrian hamsters. It is, in many ways, a creature that bridges certain traits between these groups. One of the most striking physical features of the Chinese hamster is its relatively slender, elongated body, which gives it an almost mouse-like appearance compared to the more compact, rounded forms of other hamsters. Accompanying this sleek physique is a noticeably longer tail, typically around an inch in length, which aids in balance and agility, particularly when climbing. This prehensile quality of their tail, though not as developed as in some arboreal rodents, allows Chinese hamsters a greater proficiency in climbing than many of their hamster relatives. They are known to be quite adept at navigating branches or cage bars, showcasing a surprising nimbleness. This climbing ability suggests a natural history that may have involved more varied terrain than flat desert landscapes. Chinese hamsters are generally small, averaging about 4 inches in length, placing them somewhere between the dwarf species and the larger Syrian. Their typical coloration is an agouti pattern, greyish-brown fur on their backs with a distinct dark dorsal stripe and a lighter, often white belly. However, a dominant spot variation, featuring white patches, is also commonly seen in captivity. In terms of temperament, Chinese hamsters can vary. Some individuals become very tame and even enjoy gentle handling, often gripping onto fingers with their surprisingly dexterous paws. Others may remain more timid and reserved. Early and consistent gentle interaction is key to fostering a trusting relationship. Their demeanor is often described as inquisitive yet cautious. Unlike the Syrian hamster, which is strictly solitary, Chinese hamsters can sometimes be housed together, particularly females or littermate pairs if introduced at a very young age and provided with ample space and resources. However, males are often prone to territorial aggression, and any pairing requires careful monitoring for signs of conflict, as their tolerance for companionship is not as pronounced as in some dwarf species. Their enclosure should cater to their potential for climbing, perhaps incorporating safe branches or multi-level structures, alongside the standard provisions of a solid surface wheel and deep bedding for burrowing. Their slender bodies allow them to squeeze into surprisingly small spaces, so a secure habitat is essential to prevent escapes. The diet of a Chinese hamster is similar to that of other hamsters, consisting of a good quality commercial mix, supplemented with small amounts of fresh vegetables and occasional protein. Their delicate paws are adept at holding and manipulating seeds, and observing their meticulous eating habits is a quiet pleasure, showcasing their innate precision. Historically, Chinese hamsters have also played a significant role in scientific research, particularly in genetics and biomedical studies, due to certain unique physiological characteristics. While our focus here is on their lives as companion animals, this aspect underscores their distinctiveness within the broader Chrysectinae subfamily. The Chinese hamster, with its elegant form and agile movements, offers a unique perspective on hamster adaptability. They are creatures of subtle grace, capable of surprising feats of dexterity. They remind us that even within a group of seemingly similar animals, nature delights in variation, crafting each species with its own special set of skills and attributes, each perfectly suited to its own niche, its own way of navigating the world. And so our exploration of the diverse and enchanting world of hamsters draws to a close. From the solitary Syrian to the nimble Chinese, the social Campbell to the color-changing winter white and the swift Roborovsky, we have glimpsed the remarkable variety that exists within these small, endearing creatures. Each species, with its unique adaptations and behaviors, offers a testament to nature's incredible ingenuity and the rich tapestry of life that surrounds us, often in the most unassuming forms. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the world of hamsters. We hope this journey has not only informed but also inspired a deeper appreciation for these tiny companions. Understanding their distinct needs and natural instincts is the first step towards providing them with a life of comfort, enrichment, and peace. By observing them, by caring for them thoughtfully, we not only enhance their lives but also enrich our own, finding a quiet joy and a gentle connection to the natural world, even within the confines of our homes. Their small lives can teach us grand lessons in resilience, adaptation, and the simple beauty of being. Remember, the world is full of wonders, both great and small. Each creature plays its part, and each deserves our respect and understanding. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing animal content. May you carry with you a renewed sense of curiosity and a gentle regard for all living things, for in that shared respect we find a universal peace. Until we meet again, may your days be filled with discovery and quiet contemplation.